land a helicopter in the blue light here. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, come on. Helicopter. Some helicopter pilot I is. I mean, figure out being in the Air Force. Being in the Air Force, but then again, I was a medic, so I didn't have to worry about no flying. We had to keep them flying. Oh, hey, Instagram, it's me, T from the Pattersons, taking the train to Tibet. Did I say Tibet? Yeah, Tibet. Taking the train to Tibet. Look, don't matter, I'm here. And you there too. And we're here in the blue light. Wait a second. Yeah, there we go. We're here in blue light. So shout out to Blue Light Brigade. You know who you are. Well, ooh, it's Instagram, and I got a lot to do today. They said, Blue Light Brigade. Let me say, I did an abbreviated, thing this morning. Why? Because I'm gonna be walking for I gotta go someplace. It's gonna take about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get there, because I'm walking. So that's my exercise for the morning. Hey, you're only supposed to walk a half hour. Well, whatever. But when I do my 2 and 3 hour walks, then again I get back in. But look, it's gonna be a busy day, so I'll be busy all day. Anyway, and it's raining. It was raining last night, and I had to wash that and put some stuff out. It'll just be rinsing all day if it keeps on raining. Just have to walk through the rain. Well, it's the way it is, man. But it's like it's warm, so it's not like the cold rain. That's what we say. Anyway, so that's the thing for today. But let me tell you what's happening. By the way, this is a Grand Rising report, and boy, do I have reporting to do. Now, as you know, for instance, everybody knows. Well, you should know by now. Well, first of all, I'm a cultural revolutionary, right? That's to say, in life, I'm an evolutionary in life. I evolved. I'm a human being. Human beings evolve. They're one thing, then they change this. Then they evolve. That's what it is to be a human being. You're supposed to be evolving. You're not supposed to be. You're not how we say, bump on the log. I mean, even the log is moving, but if you bump on the log, you move the pace of the log. That means that if you're following somebody, or if you're doing somebody, or if you're waiting. I don't want to jump on Christians, but when you're waiting for Jesus to come and save you, you can't be a revolutionary. You're a person sitting by waiting for Jesus to come to save you. So therefore, you're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Never mind. I won't get to that. Anyway, the point is, and I don't mean to jump on Jesus, but whoever, if you're sitting around waiting for somebody to do something, well then, by definition, you're sitting around. You're not doing nothing. Therefore, you can't be weeping about your lot in life or your people's, because you ain't did nothing. You're waiting for other people to do something. So that's the way it is. But now, culture, very interesting. Being a culture revolutionary is very interesting because culture is a lot of things. I was nearly foolish says culture is whatever you're doing at the time. That's your culture. So, for instance, culture. Hey, look, my Ogun cap. Now everybody sees this. This is a cap. It's a tam. It's a beret. Very popular amongst revolutionaries, by the way. I mean, just the beret style. Also popular. Think about it. Also popular against the classic artistes. They had the beret with the palette thing and the color like that. So berets is very interesting, And then special forces always has berets, So think of it as think of it as special forces. But this is a special forces. This is interesting because, like I told you before, see on one side this is green. See, it's green, right? On the other side, it's my wife makes reversible hats too, by the way. Just thought I'd tell you that. That doesn't mean anything to anybody. That states I got a reversible hat that I usually wear. And on this side, on the other side, is black. See that? Now, Ogun's colors in Santeria, when Ogun is in Santa, Ogun is Orisha for war, battle, What's that? Orisha for battle. And it's like green, black, with a bit of red. See that red? A bit of red. It's the perfect Ogun cap. Most people don't know this, right? So when I'm wearing this, people think I'm a communist. Well, I'm a communalist, really, but they think I'm a communist. because it was popularized by Che. Actually, there's culture. It was, why is this hat deemed as a communist cat? There's a lot of berets in the world. These people have that passion all of a sudden because of culture, because of art. You know, there's that Cuban photographer. He just took the picture, click, click, and it ended up where it ended up. He never got credit for a long time. He never got no money for it, but a lot of people made T-shirts and everything. And it became art. It became a symbol for revolution because of revolutionist warrior. Same thing. Say, for instance, we say people have dreadlocks, right? Why we call them dreadlocks? Before, for years, for centuries, it was called locks. I mean, Jesus had locks. They didn't mention Jesus again. What am I talking about these Christian stuff? Anyway, how did it become dreadlocks all of a sudden? Why? Because Bob Marley was singing his song. They said, hey, Bobby. I didn't say call him Bobby. They said, hey, Bob, what you doing? What's that hairstyle? Hey, I'm dread, man. You're dread? Yeah, I'm dread. Those are dreadlocks? Yeah, they're dreadlocks. See? So dreadlocks came because the cat playing, doing a cultural thing, that the cat symbol, because he has that click, click, see how that works? So fashion, see like that? Hey, even, I don't have it now, but the short, let me show you something. I have it, come here. You're here someplace. Come on. Here it is, right here, right in front of mine. Here we go. Look. So you get this T-shirt, this cut-off T-shirt there. It's called a vest in some places in the world. Now look at this one, right? Now notice the difference is this strap here is thinner. You can't tell here, but this strap is thinner than this strap. Than this strap. See, I like the strap. Actually, I like the ones with but anyway, it's better. And this one with the thinner strap is called a wife beater. Why they call it a wife? Brother, why they call that's terrible wife beater. Oh, where's it come from? Stella! You know where that's from? Come on, you know where it comes from. It's theater. It's Marlon Brando, doing the Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. The Tennessee Williams, the Tennessee Williams play, and that became because he was an abusive cat, abusive what he was. So that becomes a wife beater. You see that artwork, it seeps into, and things exist all the time. It's that when it becomes popular, somebody will say, let's say for instance, what do you call that? Not breakdance. When what's the name? Michael Jackson did the moonwalk, right? People say, I been doing moonwalk for years. Go back, on the black dancers, you can check them on film in the 30s and the 40s, whatever. Yeah, but it wasn't called the moonwalk, and it became popular when Michael did it in front of a whole bunch of people, and people who lost their minds. What's that? Questlove said in his school in the morning there was nothing but black marks on the thing, on the floor, because everybody's trying to moonwalk. Of course, Michael popularized it. See, that's culture. That's a revolutionary role. That makes it popular, and he did that. You see, you got it, right? Okay. So things is happening. My commander-in-chief. I told you before, I only had two other commander-in-chiefs in my life. One was Richard Nixon, and the other one was Gerald Ford. But my third commander-in-chief, the one I'm hanging out with now, which I pay attention to, I follow what he said. I don't. Hey, if you ever get an email from me, it says, I follow no one and I seek no followers. I'll explain that one of these days to you. But hey, Commander Ibrahim, hey, he doesn't even look at. He just doing what he's doing. He's doing it so fast. Everybody thinks that the Donald be signing things and mouthing things. My commander-in-chief, Commander Ibrahim, he be doing stuff. And then they say, well, the other African leaders, they're getting embarrassed. Yeah, they're getting embarrassed because they ain't doing nothing. They're sitting around like bumps on the log. No, but he said, my latest guy, I got to say this. The country, I really want, for years, people know me for years. I've always wanted to go to Malawi. I almost right before COVID, something like that. I met this sister. She had something that she done, and sent an email. She wondered what I was doing, and some audio drama. And I think she had some contacts and the thing, but she never responded to me. People meet and they say whatever. But Malawi, you ever seen the Malawi flag? It's red, black, and green, and they think that the rising sun, the grand rising sun, is in red. Anyway, I've always wanted to go to Malawi, and finally, now that brother that's in charge of Malawi right now, he says, I'm with Commander Ibrahim, like a whole bunch of other folks. It's catching on. Now that's another SADC country. If you know to get the SADC people, SADC, man, the Southern African countries, man. You got some of them are dumping stuff, and then, but Botswana, anyway, there's a bunch of people that's changing their thing, and they're starting to get rid of uncolonizing their minds, their speech, their thoughts, and their thoughts, speech, and their actions. This is what's exciting. One of the latest thing that's happened. Now, like I said, don't get their diaspora involved. I say don't get it. I'm talking about Black Americans. Oh man, when Black Americans, I'm talking about American Africans, I'm talking about whatever, Caribbean, all that stuff. When they get involved, you get Africa starts coming. Talk about unity. We're not talking unity with kumbaya unity. Forget that. We're talking about if you need a boogeyman, the colonizer, past, present, and future colonizer. Hey, think about it. The Donald wants to turn Gaza into a Riviera or whatever it is. He's a colonizer. What does the colonizer do? They're settler colonialists. That's what's wrong with South Africa, because they still got the colonizer in their midst. You see? So there's a lot of America is a colonizer, So they're going to do colonizer things. Hey, why is everybody surprised that they want to turn this country to that country, and they keep on starting this war with? They're colonizers, right? Anyway, back to the point. None other than, and I don't remember. Okay, let me say this. Let me be honest, right? I do have a bona fides or bona fide. I say bona fides because I'm American Black, and we fancy things up. Tarjay. Y'all still boycotting Tarjay? Just asking for a friend, right? Anyway, because I'm in India right now. I live in South Africa. I'm in India. I'll find out in a couple of months. March, April, beginning of May, March, April, May. I'll be in the States in a couple of months. Got my ticket ready. So I don't like to report on things unless I'm, this is a Grand Rising report, but I'm putting things that I've seen sometimes I get over the internet, that I've seen, right? So I'm gonna be there. So for 2 months, I want to be seeing. I'll be on ground zero for all the action. Anyway, put back to the point. None other. Now I don't know. Maybe it's AI. I don't know. But it sounds good. It seems like it sounds like a reggae kind of thing. I think this guy's a reggae, like a French reggae. I don't know. I haven't looked. I just heard the song one time. Lil Wayne, L-I-L, the used to be what's that, lean drinking cat. The guy that gets so many prolific in sending out lyrics and stuff like that. The cat that because some cop when he was a babe, when he was a little tyke, the cop saved his life. Whatever he did. He loves police. You know what I mean? Friend to old white men, old white sportsmen. Lil Wayne from New Orleans. That Lil Wayne, he's got a song. Oh, hey, there he is. Hey, there we go. Welcome to the sunrise. That's right. It's a grand rising. It's a grand rising day. And just as I'm making this announcement, what happened? This is a sign. This is a sign from the Great Spirit. Lil Wayne has a track praising our commander-in-chief. I say our because Ibrahim Traore, Captain Ibrahim Traore is in charge of Burkina Faso and with the Sahel people or whatever happened. He got a song. Now we see what's happening. Let's see how many other songs. Okay, now people say, wait a second, whoa, brother. You say culture, you say, brother, aren't you a poet? Well, I actually know words, but don't worry about that part. Aren't you supposed to be? Aren't you a cultural revolutionary? Have you said anything? Have you done anything? It's the thing. Not yet. It's coming. I don't know when it's going to come. I'm like Quincy Troop. I sit there and I just wait for it to come, and I'm going to grab it when it comes. So there's going to be something. My preferred thing that I'm working on now. I mean, so audio dramas is a whole other thing, but as audio dramatist, that'll be something happen with that. But immediately when I have, because audio drama is a cooperative thing, like film is a cooperative thing, theater is a cooperative thing. You need other people, whatever. But when you're writing poetry, when you're a writer, that's just on you. I do Culturalist, and right now, Culturalist is a form that the poet Eugene B. Redmond, 60s Black Arts Movement, used to be executor to the Henry Dumas estate, whatever. Anyway, he got this form, a 49-word poem. It's 7 lines, 7 words per line, no word over 7 letters, right? That's the poem. I got one right there. I said, don't worry. I got to do. I'll probably be doing one today. In fact, I'm doing this one today. The place I'm going, I'm doing this one. Let me show you. This is an example of a Quintana. This is a guy named Johnny. He runs a thing called Fertile East, and he's a community person. And so I wrote this one last week, and I didn't get a chance to do it last Sunday at a regular Sunday soiree. So I'm going to do it tonight, Saturday, because there's going to be I think Neil, there's going to be some people and some musicians, and we'll get together with them. I might do this one. I might create a new quintaba. See, it's a fertile quintaba, right? I'm just like, this is one line here. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can put it on one line, but this is my fancy way. I take it and anyway. I get different colors in there because it's the way I'm presenting it, the poet, circa. And I always put circa, then this is February 2025. Instead of putting the exact date, I always put circa. Why did I put circa? Well, let me tell you, for the progenitor, Johnny, the progenitor of this thing here. Now, let me say why I put circa. Because it sounds more classic artiste. See that? So I always put it on my consalves, I put circa. So years from now, say, well, he wrote this around about, because it takes maybe about a week, maybe even longer to write these things anyway. So if I put a date on it, means it's the day I started it, ended it, and this don't matter. The point is, it's coming. So let me put a clarion call out there. I like the word clarion. I don't even know what it means. All you artistes, you revolutionary artistes, you call yourself with it. No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it that way. Hey, we all, if you're a fine artist, if you're a songster, a musician, whatever, you're a writer of poetry, whatever, performance art, you got in your repertoire, it's like Lil Wayne put out a lot of stuff, in your repertoire, if you're on board, Commander Ibrahim got to write an ode to what's happening in the Sahel, with the unity of purpose that's happening in Africa, bringing folks together that's against that want to that's uncolonizing their thoughts, their speech, and their actions are showing that they're uncolonized. Now's the time. Time is rife. Talk to you all later.